Hey students, welcome back. For this video, I wanted to give you an idea of what a finished podcast looks like in SoundTrap. I wanted to do this because I think it can be kind of intimidating when you have a lot of tracks in here, and I want to give you a couple of tips for how I keep things sort of straight. This is the actual page for the example podcast that I put on our Weebly site. The first thing I want to point out is that I keep my vocal tracks to two different tracks. That way, as I record, I can kind of record in segments and I can move them around, and I keep two just in case I need to slide things to the left or right. And that gives me a little more freedom there. But I also don't want to have to be looking all over and scrolling down and scrolling back up to try to find my vocal tracks. So I keep them right there. And if we scroll over, you can see that they're all colored blue. They're all kept there to the top. Below that, I have some music tracks. The one that I open with is I just picked it because it's upbeat. I think it sounds kind of poppy. It's a band called Beach Day, and since I imported it there, you can see that it's labeled Beach Day, and the song is called Don't Call Me on the Phone. I also want to point out how the levels are kind of higher and then they fade down. Here comes my voice right here, and then it fades way down pretty low, then eventually fades out here before this next song, a Woody Guthrie song called Tear the Fascists Down, before that comes in. I have colored all of the sound effects orange. So here's a wind sound that I used for when I'm talking about the Dust Bowl. Here is a train wheels grinding sound, and it's nice that those just go in with the titles that they're given. If we scroll down a little bit more, I've got a song by a folk artist named Coulter Wall, and this is about a guy who rambles all around the country. So I thought it was thematically appropriate. And then I end with Woody Guthrie's "This Land Is Your Land" at the very end. So you'll notice you got quite a few tracks in here. So you're going to have to make sure you keep them straight. Make sure you're looking at vocal track 1, vocal track 2. Maybe you want to label them differently by your teammates' names or whatever. And then you probably want to color them by going into the color option right down there. You're definitely going to want to listen to it all the way through before you export. And in the next video, that's what I'm going to show you how to do. It's a very simple process, but very, very important.